Bhagavad Gita, Gita Sar, Chapter 1. The Bhagavad Gita contains divine words emanating from the lips of God Himself. Its glory is infinite, unlimited. None can really describe it. The fact is that a full description of the glory of the Gita is never possible. For how can a thing which can be fully described remain unlimited? It at once becomes finite and limited. As a scripture, the Gita embodies the supreme spiritual mystery and secret. It contains the essence of all the four Vedas. Its style is so simple and elegant that after a little study, man can easily follow the structure of its words. But the thought behind those words is so deep and abstruse that even a lifelong constant study does not show one the end of it. Every day, the book exhibits a new face to thought, hence the Gita remains eternally new. The virtues, glory, essential character, truth, mystery and worship of God, as well as the topics of action and knowledge have been discussed in the Gita in such a way that its parallel can hardly be found in any other book. The Gita is an epitome of all the scriptures. The sense of all the scriptures is to be found in it. For a mastery of the Gita may lead one automatically to the comprehension of the truth contained in the scriptures, and no separate studies required to obtain this knowledge. Divine says Vedavyasa himself says, Gita Sugita Kartebya Kimanye Sastra Sangraha Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukhapadma Dvini Srita. The Gita alone should be sung, heard, recited, studied, taught, pondered and assimilated properly as well. What is the use of collecting other scriptures? For the Gita has emerged directly from the lotus-like lips of God Vishnu himself. The Lord himself says, Gita Shreyahang Tisthami, Gita me Chatyamang Greham, Gita Jnana Mupasrityam Trilokana Palayamyaham. I take my stand on the Gita. The Gita is my supreme abode. I maintain the three worlds on the strength of the wisdom contained in the Gita. The Gita contains words directly emanating from the lips of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Its compiler is Maharshi Vyasa. The Lord uttered parts of his discourse in verse, which his compiler Vyasa recorded exactly as they emanated from his lips. The part of uttered in the prose was versified by the compiler, and the words of Arjuna, Sanjaya and Dhritarashtra were similarly versified by him in his own words. And dividing the books of 700 verses into 18 chapters, he made it an organic part of Mahabharata. This is how the book has come down to us. Let us start with chapter 1, Arjun Vishad Yoga. Dhritarashtra Uvach Dharmachetre Kuruchetre Samaveta Yuchava Mamaka Pandava Sheva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra said, Sanjaya, get hot on the holy land of Kurukshetra, eager to fight. What did my sons and the sons of Pandu do? Sanjay Uvach Drishtavatu Pandavanikam Vyurang Duryodhanastada Acharya Mupasangamya Raja Vachanamaprita. Sanjaya said, at the time, seeing the army of the Pandavas drawn up for battle and approaching Dronacharya, King Duryodhana spoke the following words. Pashyatang Pandu Putranang Macharya Mahating Chamum Vyurang Drupada Putrena Tava Shishena Dhimata. Behold, O revered master, the mighty army of the sons of Pandu, arrayed for battle by your talented pupil, Drishtadyumna, son of Drupada. Atra Sura Maheshwasa Bhimarjuna Samayudhe Yuyudhano Viracho द्रुपद च महारथा दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितान काशीराजस्व वीरवान् पुरुजित् कुन्तीभोजस्व शोभ्यस्य नरपुङ्गवा युधामनुष्य विक्रान्त उत्तमाजस्व वीरवान् सौभद्र द्रौपदेयश्च सर्व एव महारथा. There are in this army heroes wielding mighty bows and equal in military prowess to Bhima and Arjuna, Satyaki and Virata, and the Maharathi Drupada, Drishtaketu Chekitan, and the valiant king of Kasi, and Purujit, Kuntibhoja and Sabya, the best of men, and mighty Yudhamanyu and valiant Uttamoja, Abhimanyu, the son of Subhadra, and the 5 sons of Draupadi, all of them Maharathis. Asmankam tu vishishtaye tani bodha dijittama nayaka mama sainnasya sangarthamataambra vimitte. O best of Brahmanas, know them also who are the principal warriors on our side, the generals of my army. For your information, I shall mention them. Vavan Vishmacha Karnacha Kripacha Samittinjaya Aswasthama Vikarnacha Somadattistathevacha. Yourself and Bhishma and Karna and Kripacharya, who is ever victorious in battle, and even so Aswasthama, Vikarna and Bhurishrava, the son of Somdatta. Aine che bahabah shura madartyatyakta jivita nana shastra paharana sarve yuddha visharada. And there are many other heroes equipped with various weapons and missiles who have staked their lives for me, all skilled in warfare. Aparyaptam tadasmankam valang bhishma bhirakshitam paryaptam tridametashang valang bhima bhirakshitam. This army of ours, fully protected by Bhishma, is unconquerable, while that army of theirs, guarded in every way by Bhima, is easy to conquer. Ayaneshu cha sarveshu yatha bhagam avasthitaha Bhishmameva bhirakshantu bhavantah sarva eva hi. Therefore, station in all your respective position in all fronts, do you all guard Bhishma in particular on all sides. Tasya Sanjaya Nayana Harshang Kurvitham Pitamahang Singhanadang Vinodoche Shankhadadmo Patapuvan. The grand old man of Kaurava race, their glorious grand patriarch Bhishma, cheering up Duryodhana, roared terribly like a lion and blew his conch. Tata Shankhacha Bhairacha Panavan Kagumukha Sahashiva Vyahantanta Sashabda Stumulodbhavat. Then conches, kettle drums, tabors, drums and trumpets suddenly blared forth and the noise was tumultuous. Tata Shwete Hairya Yukte Mahati Sandane Sthito Madhava Pandava Sheva Divya Shankho Pradhatmato. Then, seated in a glorious chariot drawn by white horses, Sri Krishna as well as Arjuna blew their celestial conches. Panchajainang Hrishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya Pondradadmo Mahashankhang Bhimakarma Vrikodaraha. Sri Krishna blew his conch named Panchajanya, Arjuna Devadatta, while Bhima and terrible deeds blew his great conch Pondra. Ananta Vijayang Raja Kuntripotrang Yudhishthiraha Naukulaha Shahadevasya Shughaushmani Pushpako. King Yudhishthira, son of Kunti, blew his conch Ananta Vijaya, while Nakul and Sahadev, blue deers known as Sughosh and Manipushpaka respectively. Kashecha Paramashvasya Shikhandi cha Maharatha Drishtadhumno Viratacha Satyaki cha Parajita Drupado Drupedayasya Sarvasya Prithivipate Sobhadra cha Mahabahu Shankhadmu Prithak Prithak, and the excellent archer, the king of Kasi, and Sikhandi, the Maharathi, Drishtadhyum and Virat, and invincible Satyaki, Drupada, as well as the 5 sons of Draupadi, and the mighty arm Abhimanyu, son of Subhadra, all of them, O Lord of the earth, severally blew their respective conches from all sides. Saghosho dhartarashtanang hidayani vyadharayat navascha prithiving cheva tumulo vyanunadayan. And a terrible sound, echoing through heaven and earth, rent and hearts of Dhritarashtra's army. Arjun Uvach अथ व्यवस्थितान्द्रास्त्रान् धार्तरास्त्रं कपिध्वजः प्रवित्य शास्त्रसम्पते धनुरुद्धं पाण्डव ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यं मिदमाह महीपते सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थापयामेच्युत. Now, O Lord of the earth, sing your songs arrayed against him, and when missiles were ready to be hurled, Arjuna, who had the figure of Hanuman on the flag of his chariot, took up his bow and then addressed the following words to Sri Krishna. Krishna, place my chariot between the two armies. Yavadeta nirikshaham yoddhukamanavasthitan Karmaya saha yuddhavyam ashmin rana samudyame. And keep it there till I have carefully observed these warriors drawn up for battle, and have seen with whom I have to engage in this fight. Yuchyamananavekshaham ya etetra samagata dhartarashtrasya durbuddhi ruddhe piyachikir sharvaha. I shall scan the well-wishers in this war of evil-minded Duryodhana, whoever have assembled on his side and are ready for the fight. Sanjay Uvach Eva Mukto Rashikesho Gudakeshan Bharata Senayaru Bhayo Madhye Sthapyatta Rathuttama Bhishma Drona Pramukhataha Sarvesha cha Mahichitam. Uvach Partha Pachyatam Samaveta Krurniti. Sanjaya said, O king, thus addressed by Arjuna, Sri Krishna placed the magnificent chariot between the two armies in front of Bhishma, Drona, and all the kings, and said, Arjuna, behold these Kauravas assembled here. Tatra pasya sthitan partha Prittunatha pitamahan Acharyan matulan bhantru Putran potran sakhinstatha. Now Arjuna saw, stationed there in both armies, his uncles, granduncles and teachers, even great-granduncles, maternal uncles, brothers and cousins, sons and nephews and grandnephews, even so friends, father-in-law and well-wishers as well. Swashuran surhidai cheva senayaru bhayorapi tan samiksha sakonteya sarvan bandhu vasthitan. Seeing all the relations present there, Arjuna was overcome with deep compassion and spoke thus in sorrow. Arjuna Uvach Kripaya paraya vishto Vishiddhatri dhamapritat Dushtemang shajanang krishnang Yuchang samupasthitam Siddhanti mama gatrani मुखं च परिशुष्यति पथशुष्य शरीरे मेरोमहश्वस्य jayate. Arjuna said, Krishna, as I see this kingsman hurried for battle, my limbs give way and my mouth is getting parched. Nay, a shiver runs through my body and hair stand on end. Gandivam swangsate hastvatak cheva paridahyate nacha shaknumyavasthantum brahmativa cha me manaha. The bow Gandiva slips from my hand and my skin to burns all over. My mind is whirling as it were and I can no longer hold myself steady. Nimittani cha pashyami viparitani keshava nacha chrevo nu pashyami hatva swajanmahave. And Keshava, I see such omens of evil, nor do I see any good in killing my kinsman in battle. Nakangshe vijayam Krishna nacharajam sukhani cha king no rajana govinda king bhoge jirvite niva. Krishna, I do not covet victory, nor kingdom, nor pleasures. Govinda, of what use will kingdom or luxuries or even life be to us? Yeshamarthe kanchitam no rajyam bhogah sukhani cha ta imet vastita yuddhe pranang saitvaktva dhanani cha achairah pitarah putrastatheva cha pitamaha matullah Shrasuraha potraha shalya sambandinstatha. Those very persons for whose sake we covet the kingdom, luxuries and pleasures, teachers, uncles, sons and nephews, and even so granduncles and great-granduncles, maternal uncles, father-in-law, grandnephews, brother-in-law, and other relations are here arrayed on the battlefield, staking their lives and wealth. Etanna hantumichhami natopi madhusudana apitrelukka rajyasya hetoh kinnu mahikrite. O slayer of Madhu, I do not want to kill them, even though they slay me. Even for sovereignty over the three worlds, how much the less for a kingdom here on earth. Nihatya dharta rastannaka priti sajjanardana papameva shredasman atvetana tatayinah. Krishna, how can we hope to be happy slaying the sons of Dhritarashtra? By killing even these desperados, sin will surely accrue to us. Tasmanyahar vayang hantu dhartarastanda swabandhavan swajanang hi kathang hatva sukhina shyama madhava. Therefore, Krishna, it does not behove us to kill our relations, the sons of Dhritarashtra. For how can we be happy after killing our own kinsman? Yadhyapete na pashyanti lobhapahata chetasah kulakshay kritang doshang mrittudohecha patakam kathang nagye yamashmabhi pavadashman nivartitum kulakshay kritang doshang papashyadvi janardana. Even though these people, with their mind blinded by greed, perceive no evil in destroying their own race and no sin in treason to friends, why should not we, O Krishna, who see clearly the sin occurring from the destruction of one's family, think of desisting from committing this foul deed? Kula chaya pranashyanti kula dharma sanatanaha dharmenaste kula kritasnam dharmodbhit bhavatyuta. Age long family traditions disappear with the destruction of a family, and virtue having been lost, vice takes hold of the entire race. अधर्माभिभावत् कृष्ण पद्युष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः स्त्रीषु दृष्टासु वार्ष्णेय जायते वर्णशङ्कर. With the preponderance of vice, Krishna, the women of the family, become corrupt, and with the corruption of women, O descendant of Varsni, there ensues an intermixture of castes. Sankaro naraka eva kulagnanan kulasya cha patanti pitaro heshang lupta pindotka kriyaha. Promiscuity damns the distress of the race as well as the race itself. Deprived of the offerings of rice and water, Shraddha, Tarpana, etc., the man of the race also falls. Dosharete he kulagnanang varnashankara karake uchchadante jati dharmaha kula dharmashva shashvataha. Through these evils bringing about an intermixture of caste, the age-long caste traditions and family customs of the killers of kinsmen get extinct. Uchanna kula dharmanna manushyanang janardana narakat niyatang vaso bhavatityanu shrushama. Krishna, we hear that men who have lost their family traditions dwell in hell for an indefinite period of time. Ahobat mahat papang kartum vyavasita vayam yadrajya sukhalobhena hantu shwadan muddhata. Oh, what a pity! Though possessed of intelligence, we have set our mind on the commission of a great sin, that due to lust for throne and enjoyment, we are intent on killing our own kinsmen. Yadi mamam pratikaram shastrang shastra pranayah bhartarashtra ranihanyus tanme chemantarang bhavet. It would be better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra, armed with weapons, kill me in battle, while I am unarmed and unresisting. Sanjay Uvach Evamukvarjuna Shankhe Rathupasta Upavishat Vishijya Shasharang Chapang Sokashang Vigramanashaha. Sanjay said, Arjuna, whose mind was agitated by grief on the battlefield, having spoken thus, and having cast aside his bow and arrows, sank into hinder part of his chariot. Thus, in the Upanishad, sung by the Lord, the science of Brahma, the scripture of yoga, the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, ends the first chapter entitled The Yoga of Dejection of Arjuna.